but they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The play action fake. And he dropped it, just didn't look
Entering play call. Entering auto flip on pop-up. The eye will handle flipping your defensive play. Entering play call.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
And just wedges to the head a bit before he's brought down. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking at us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense with the scoop and score. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swimming to the football, great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively now that they know we're throwing?
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of Parker. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for a block. It's Morgan. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years. advantage, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team, and it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better, and a big way in doing that is winning this game.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Spartans
There are
have it
6
back on offense,
categories.
hoping to play some good ball. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a
Entering
close.
play call.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to get the corner. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
The Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, it's Morgan. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. MTH
Great
screen is
play.
selected.
You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Coach suggestions.
That is
There
gonna
are 8
drive this
categories.
defense.
You have 15 options. Red option is selected.
A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very
Entering play call.
session.
Coach suggestions. There are 8
Man, I want to be a
categories.
running
You
back
have
in this
15
offense. When you take that
options.
handoff to the right, you see
WK
that
is
block,
selected.
and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They knock him down right there.
Entering play
That back had
call. Coach
absolutely nowhere
suggestions.
to run the
There are 8
football. Actually, is he
categories.
counting?
You
I think
have
he's
15
counting to make sure there's
options.
only
Power
11 guys on
selected.
defense.
On the ground, it's Edwards. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Suggestions. There
And
are
a lot
8
of times you want
categories.
those
You have
big
15
plays. You want
options.
those splash
All is
plays.
selected.
But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you
Entering
continue to
play
run, you
call.
can at least
Coach
create some
suggestions.
balance. You
There
at least
are
have
8
the threat of it.
categories. You have
Otherwise,
12
you're just going to
options.
abandon it.
Field
Now
goal
it's just going to be a
42
passing
yards
game.
is selected.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Michigan 7, Michigan State 0.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There
The
are 6
Spartans have it back on
categories.
offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense
Entering
couldn't
play
quite
call.
hold
Coach
its water, and it'll
suggestions.
be
There are
5
6
free yards for the
categories.
O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise
Entering
when you
play
start
call.
comparing
Coach
somebody to Aiden
suggestions.
Hutchinson.
There are
Michigan,
6
year after year,
categories.
they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Brad behind the line. It's Foster. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
He'll bring it back. It's Morgan.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
Guys,
You
here
have
come those
15
maize and
options.
blue wing
MTNH
helmets on
stretch is
offense.
selected.
You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't
Entering
settle
play
for field
call.
goals.
Coach
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
It's 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break.
Line
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection.
Entering
He
play
is
call.
stopped
Coach
behind the line of
suggestions.
scrimmage.
There are
They'll
8
lose
categories.
yards on
We
that
have
one.
15 options.
Third down conversions are a huge
option
stat, and
selected.
this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He throws one to the left, and they can't complete the
Entering play
bullet pass
call.
on
Coach
third down.
suggestions. There are 8
Wow, that quarterback is
categories.
lucky
We
there. If
have
you're going to
12
take a chance
options.
like that on third
Selected.
down in your end of the field, you better be right because
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up man. Oh, they are
Entering
all
play
over
call.
him. That
Coach
never had a
suggestions.
chance in the
There are 6
face. Blows up in their
categories.
face. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Card in the backfield. It's Carter.
this defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep